Hello, in this video we're going to be installing a 100 watt solar panel. As well as that, we have a 30 amp inverter, 2 meters of cable, Everbuild stick saw extreme power, as well as another assortment of items. The idea is that this solar panel will be going onto the roof of the van. Cables are going to be coming from the back of here. They're going to be running through the roof of the van and they're going to connect to the solar charge controller. From the solar charge controller, they'll connect to my leisure battery. From the leisure battery, they'll connect to the pure sine wave inverter that I have, which will then power my equipment. That was a first for me. I've never actually had to personally cut down the cable and put the ends onto the solar panel, because usually these plug sections are already put on the cables. So if you guys are watching this and going, oh, I can't do that, well, just get cables which the plugs are already on. My ones were cheaper, so I got them like this. I previously kept the 30 amp solar charge controller from my previous van build when I used to live in a Renault Kangoo. So the cables plug into this solar charge controller. As you can see here, we have where the solar panel goes, positive and negative. Then the cables come out to the battery here, positive and negative. And then we have an additional load if we wanted to connect lights directly to the solar panel, positive and negative. This also comes with 2 USB ports on this solar charge controller, which is really good. So due to the time of day it is, I'm not going to be putting the solar panel on today because it's the evening. I'll be putting it on in the dark, which isn't the best thing. But I will be sticking on with Sticksall Extreme Power. I have originally heard of Sikaflex, and when I was looking up buying some Sikaflex, I came across this product where this was highly recommended. I watched a couple of videos on it, and it seemed to do really well. My solar panel personally didn't come with brackets, so I then went off and got some additional brackets, just in case the stick saw doesn't work, or I decide to make it a bit more stronger, which I might do. The last thing I really want is me driving down the Ep.6 and the solar panel fly off the roof. Now, doing this build, I have been using my 1500 watt pure sine wave inverter as well as my battery, and now my battery needs a good old charge. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be connecting everything up to the solar charge controller tonight, putting the solar panel in the window, so tomorrow everything can be charged via the solar panel. So I'm not putting it on the roof today. However, in this video you will see it go onto the roof. This is the setup I have for the van. It is a Powerline 12 volt 90 amp hour 640 amp 679 leisure battery, which I got from Tayna, the website Tayna. This is my pure sine wave inverter. It is 1500 watts. It cost me £134 off eBay. I don't believe it's any specific brand, but it works really well. It's really quiet, and I would definitely use these again. Please excuse the mess, as it is a working van. I have it working, let me show you, ha ha ha. Right, so what is all this kerfuffle of cables? You have the positive cable and you have the negative cable coming from the solar panel, which is currently situated in the windscreen. Going down here, they then go into the solar charge controller, which is currently at 12.2 amps. Now, what cables come out? Well, extension lead. I got an extension cable because extension cables are extremely cheap at the moment in Pound Stretcher, because Pound Stretcher where I live is 50% off everything. So I picked up a extension cable because I thought, well, they hold 240 volts, why not? Strip them down, got that out, yada yada yada. Here we go, we've got a positive, we've got a negative, and it's all connected together. 1, 2, 3, 4. From what you last saw, the solar panel was on the front of the van. Well, now it's up on the roof, and I'll show you. Look at that. Beautiful solar panel up there. So the solar panel isn't actually attached on the van at the front. Now let me explain why. I tried drilling into the van to put the bolts in, and for some reason I started hitting something which I didn't know what it was. It was like white, is the only way I can describe it. I get it, the roof is white. I might have been drilling into, I don't know, something structural. So I stopped, okay? And I have been using the stick saw stuff, and I've put stick saw there at the moment, and it's stuck around the front anyway with the stick saw. Basically like Sikaflex, it's attached to the back. You try and pull it, that ain't coming off anytime soon. If I have any worries or I'm driving along and I hear a bit of banging, then of course I'm going to change that. However, at the moment, I've got the stick saw curing everywhere. There's stick saw at the back, there's stick saw around the bolts, there's stick saw at the front, there's stick saw just everywhere. It's not sponsored, it's just a really good product. But yeah, so that's all that up there to make sure that doesn't go anywhere. As for the roof of the van, that needs some doing up. Seriously, if you guys even saw it, needs hoovering from metal shards, and I've now got stick saw and all sorts of silicone everywhere, so I need to clean the roof up. I've actually been thinking about cleaning the whole van anyway, as in I painted it already. You guys have seen that in a previous video. I painted the van, but I'm thinking of sanding down some points and repainting them because I can. Anyways, let's get on to the next section of the solar panel setup. Yes, it is done, the solar setup, but this is not the whole setup. Let me explain. I have a plan to make a little switchboard where it's going to be lots of little switches, maybe one fuse switch which will completely shut everything off, as well as one maybe for a little TV, maybe a little fridge. I don't know on those yet, but one to charge my equipment. As you guys know, this is a barbervan, so that is what I've got in mind at the moment. I do believe this is possible. Of course it's wiring switches, and I can do that. Now, as for the cabling, you can see I've got still 5 meters of cable here, and I have cables hanging down from the roof because it is charging. Now, none of the cables are cut yet, and that's purely because I haven't got the walls up yet, because I want to be able to put everything behind the walls and everything. Unfortunately, I haven't got that far. I haven't even built the shelf where the battery is going to go yet. I just wanted to get this setup done so I can charge the tools to continue on with the van. So, where do we go from here? I believe the next step is probably the walls. Not the fact that the whole roof has fallen down and I had to rip some down to bolt everything in. Oh no, no, no. The next step is the walls. My thinking is, I'm not sure yet, either plywood or cladding straight along the walls. We can put the cabling all behind the walls so that just covers everything up, and then we can move on from there. But at the moment, it's just a little setup. It's just a little solar setup. It's very basic. You've got a positive cable, a negative cable, and they go straight down into the solar charge controller. The solar charge controller has a positive and negative cable coming out, which goes straight into the battery, and the battery has a positive and negative cable coming out, going straight into the pure sine wave inverter. Now, things I have used in this video, why not? I'll stick some links into the description below so you guys can access a battery, a pure sine wave inverter, a recommended solar charge controller, and cabling, because as you guys know, this is cable which has just been completely ripped out of an extension lead. Why? Because if it's good enough for an extension lead, it's going to be good enough to charge a couple of appliances in a van build. Oh yeah, clever thinking. doing a solar panel is always a very interesting experience. It's not just positive and negative. You've got to think about everything else, solar charge controllers and everything, which is why there's going to be links in the description below, links to everything to help you guys out, so you guys can go and buy the things that you need for your builds. What do you think about mine? Of course, it's not done yet. As I've said previously, I'm going to be getting a little fuse box and doing fuses and switches and stuff. Hopefully. Hopefully, we hope to be doing that. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you guys have enjoyed it, please click the like button. That will help out my channel greatly. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and if you haven't already, click the little bell notification, that little thing, because it's very annoying that people aren't getting their notifications of my videos. And yeah, hopefully in the next video I might be doing some walls or things like that, more woodwork. So guys, adios my amigos. I shall see you guys all in the next video, which should be up, well, next Tuesday, hopefully. Goodbye.
The end.
Like this video!